very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Good night, Alexandra.
Thank you.
How are you?
Keanu, thank you.
Keanu, take care.
After more than 20 years of silence about his private life, the woman connected to Keanu Reeves has officially broken her silence with shocking statements about their relationship.
To stand up, for love, and what does that look like? I think that.
Wow. Yeah.
Some people.
Everyone thought they knew everything about the star of the John Wick series. But the truth that has just come to light is completely different from what the media once reported. What secret had been hidden for so many years? What is the truth behind the claim about their marriage? Everything will be revealed in this video. In 2009, after years of keeping his private life closed off from the international media, Keanu Charles Reeves began rediscovering balance within Los Angeles' underground art scene when he first met visual artist Alexandra Grant at a dinner party. Their conversation did not revolve around the glamour of Hollywood, but quickly moved toward a shared connection through literature, painting, and creative thought. That first meeting established a strong foundation for a lasting relationship built on mutual respect. The bond between two kindred spirits soon developed into a series of inspiring creative collaborations. By 2011, their partnership officially took shape with the release of the art book Ode to Happiness.
I had sort of figured out that it was going to be a book and had some idea of the pictures and called Jamie up and said, come to the studio. I need a hand. And we just threw it together.
In the project, the actor wrote soul-soothing poetic passages while the artist created expressive ink illustrations. The work was initially completed as a private gift for close friends before being released to the wider public. Recalling how the book came into being, Grant shared at a launch event, the book was created as a surprise gift for Keanu, a private memory among friends before we decided to share it with the world. Building on the success of their collaboration, the two began working on a second book project titled Shadows in 2016.
Alexandra's saying, let's take pictures and let's do it on shadows, and you write something, and I'll do the rest.
For this project, Alexandra used her camera to capture the movie stars' moving silhouettes on set, developing them into deeply layered abstract photographic works. Their understanding and creative harmony allowed them to continue producing works marked by a distinctive personal identity. Alongside their individual artistic activities, Reeves's film career reached a major turning point when he took the leading role in the action film John Wick in 2014.
What happened, John? We were professionals, civilized. Do I look civilized to you?
The film quickly became a global box office phenomenon and powerfully restored the actor's standing in Hollywood. The tremendous success of his assassin role did not interrupt the pair's shared plans in the publishing world. In 2017, the actor and his longtime companion elevated their collaboration by co-founding the independent publishing house X Artists Books. The company focused on helping young artists release unconventional works, marking an important transition from a long-standing close friendship into a deeply connected strategic partnership. Building a shared platform allowed both of them to contribute to the artistic community in their own way. Their professional compatibility helped Keanu and his artistic partner establish a solid foundation of trust before new developments in their private lives began attracting public attention. A connection that began through the pages of art books had quietly prepared the way for an unexpected new chapter. Stepping into the light. Their quiet bond within the art world finally emerged before the international media through a courageous decision to appear publicly together. On November 10, 2019, Keanu Charles Reeves officially attended the Lycée Art Plus Film Gala in Los Angeles with his companion. By openly holding Alexandra Grant's hand as they walked the red carpet, the star of the blockbuster action franchise officially brought an end to decades of keeping his private life hidden from the public. It was the first time in more than 2 decades that Keanu had publicly appeared beside a partner and displayed affection in front of hundreds of photographers. The appearance immediately sparked an explosive wave of discussion across global media outlets as the public reacted with surprise to this new development in the actor's personal life. Media attention and online commentary quickly focused intensely on Grant's appearance, her 6-foot frame, and her naturally silver hair. A flood of conflicting opinions erupted across social media platforms over the contrast between Alexandra's appearance and the youthful beauty standards commonly associated with the Hollywood entertainment industry. Many public discussions compared her image with glamorous ideals, while numerous people expressed surprise at the artist's understated middle-aged appearance. Faced with intense scrutiny and countless harsh comments from around the world, the woman born in 1973 chose to respond calmly and directly. In December 2019, Alexandra Grant posted a message on her personal Instagram page, clarifying her views on keeping her hair natural. She shared a scientific study concerning the harmful effects of hair dye chemicals on women's health, while explaining that her hair had begun turning gray in her 20s. Grant had experimented with many different hair colors until her body could no longer tolerate the chemical toxins, leading her to embrace her naturally gray hair at the age of 30. The artist affirmed every woman's right to control her own appearance at any age without being confined by invisible beauty pressures. Her intellectual independence and personal strength became even more apparent in the press interviews that followed. During a conversation with Vogue in March 2020, Alexandra openly described the moment when their relationship suddenly drew widespread attention. "I remember that during the first week of November, every single person I had ever known in my life called me." When asked about the strict beauty standards imposed on women in Hollywood, she gave a powerful response. "I am a 6'1" woman with white hair. The idea that I should try to fit in or conform to a particular standard is something I have completely abandoned." Her statement inspired deep empathy, turning Grant into a symbol of confidence and respect for women's natural beauty. Beyond the surrounding media noise, her relationship with Keanu Reeves became increasingly private while remaining extraordinarily strong. The couple decided to live together at the actor's private home in the Hollywood Hills area of Los Angeles. Throughout the periods when Reeves worked on major film projects in Europe, his partner arranged her own schedule so she could be present on sets in Berlin or Paris, accompanying him and providing emotional support. Alexandra's quiet but unwavering presence became a dependable source of support for the movie star during periods of intense work. Their closeness in everyday life also brought positive changes to the artist's creative path. While speaking with the media about her artistic inspiration, Grant acknowledged that the peace and warmth she found in love had directly influenced her approach to painting, making her work happier and filled with brighter energy. Keanu and his partner maintained a simple lifestyle, regularly attending nonprofit art exhibitions together, supporting charitable foundations, and spending time on shared interests rather than appearing in tabloid headlines. New challenges began to arise when large-scale rumors erupted around their private life. The unexpected developments that followed would force those involved to speak publicly and correct the record before the public. The truth behind it. The enduring and private romance between Keanu Charles Reeves and his longtime partner eventually led to constant public questions about the true nature of their status. Their connection over nearly a decade spanning everyday life and major artistic projects repeatedly prompted the media to speculate about a legal commitment. The public and entertainment outlets continually referring to Alexandra Grant as Keanu Reeves's wife unintentionally created a certain level of public pressure affecting the independent creative career she had worked persistently to build. Persistent curiosity from the public compelled those involved to speak openly and clarify their understanding of life as a couple. Faced with a constant stream of speculation, Grant decided to publicly share her perspective in an in-depth interview with People magazine, In March 2026, she directly explained the nature of their lasting relationship, which did not require the binding force of a marriage certificate or an extravagant wedding ceremony. Speaking about the harmony of their shared home and the way they preserved their individual identities, Alexandra stated, "We have complete respect for each other's independent creative process. I have lived with John Wick. I have lived with Neo. The most wonderful part of this relationship is that we encourage each other to build new paths instead of imprisoning ourselves within existing patterns." Her remarks not only put an end to questions about a secret wedding, but also affirmed the value of freedom within their love. Alexandra Grant's openness became even more evident at the launch event for the Love Wine Art Project in May 2026. When reporters asked about the pressure of being with a global movie star, the artist did not hesitate to reveal deeply ordinary emotions. Grant admitted, "Simply talking about my love for him is enough to make me sweat. Mutual respect is the key. He is always filled with gratitude and extremely thoughtful in every comment he makes about my work." For his part, the star of the action franchise consistently showed complete appreciation for his companion, recognizing Alexandra's understanding and calm nature as the greatest source of support in helping him preserve inner peace. The connection between Keanu and his partner was not limited to public statements, but was also clearly reflected in their involvement in each other's professional lives. The actor successfully completed a complex role in the acclaimed Broadway production Waiting for Godot in New York in January 2026, with Grant present and supportive throughout the rehearsal and performance period. Her quiet but steadfast encouragement became an enormous source of emotional strength for Reeves as he tested himself in an entirely new theatrical environment. To this day, Keanu and Alexandra continue to draw attention when appearing together on the red carpet at the Mocha Gala in Los Angeles. Entering their 7th year together, their relationship has demonstrated a powerful message. A bond between two souls and respect for separate professional paths can become the most enduring contract of all. The peace and steadiness they now share are the result of a long journey through many storms from the past. To understand the source of Reeves's quiet strength more deeply, it is necessary to look back at the harshest periods of his career and personal life. Peak achievements. Keanu Charles Reeves's calmness and determination to protect the peace of his private life were forged through the most severe hardships he had ever experienced. As his acting career entered a brilliant period of success, with celebrated action films such as Point Break and Speed, the actor faced the first devastating loss of his life. On October 31, 1993, his closest friend, the gifted actor River Phoenix, died suddenly at the age of 23. The tragic loss of his kindred spirit left a deep emotional wound, beginning a period in which Keanu had to learn how to face overwhelming grief while standing at the height of fame. In 1999, the science fiction blockbuster The Matrix was released worldwide, creating an unprecedented cinematic phenomenon and elevating the actor to the highest ranks of Hollywood. At the very height of his career, a succession of family tragedies struck his personal life. In December 1999, his girlfriend Jennifer Syme gave birth to their first daughter, Ava Archer Syme Reeves. But the baby was stillborn during the 8th month of pregnancy. The overwhelming grief and profound emotional collapse that followed gradually fractured the relationship between Reeves and his girlfriend, eventually leading them to separate. Before the pain of losing their child had begun to fade, another tragedy struck the actor's life only a short time later. On April 2001, Syme was involved in a devastating traffic accident in Los Angeles when her car crashed violently into several vehicles parked along the road, killing her at the scene. After receiving the terrible news while preparing to film the sequels to The Matrix, Keanu Reeves immediately set aside all work and returned to arrange the funeral, personally carrying the coffin of his former girlfriend, before she was buried beside their late daughter At Westwood Village Cemetery, his losses did not end with the deaths of loved ones, as the actor also faced a prolonged family health crisis when his sister Keanu Reeves developed leukemia. The Hollywood star decided to postpone a series of major film projects, devoting most of his time to remaining by his sister's side, caring for her, and covering all of her medical expenses throughout treatment. Keanu directed a large portion of his earnings from the Matrix franchise toward cancer research hospitals and established a private charitable foundation dedicated to helping young patients. On January 31, 2005, Reeves's enduring artistic contributions and resilient character were officially recognized when his name was placed on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. His strength and quiet way of living were shaped not only by the upheavals of adulthood, but also by the foundations laid during his earliest years. The journey through his turbulent childhood provides the final piece needed to understand the strength he later carried through life. A bitter symphony. The foundation that allowed Keanu Charles Reeves to remain steady and guarded through every media storm began deep within an unsettled childhood. Keanu was born on September 7, 1964, in Beirut, Lebanon, into a family with a father of Chinese-Hawaiian descent and a British mother who worked as a costume designer. The family soon fell apart when his father, Samuel Nolan Reeves Jr., became trapped in addiction and abandoned his wife and children when Keanu was only 3 years old. The absence of a father's affection and ongoing financial hardship forced his mother, Patricia Bond, to move the children through several countries, from Sydney, Australia to New York, before finally settling in Toronto, Canada. The constant disruption of his surroundings created an unstable adolescence and directly affected the young man's education. Congenital dyslexia created major obstacles to learning in the classroom, causing him to become withdrawn and making it difficult for him to adjust to school life. Within 5 years, the future actor attended 4 different high schools, including an incident in which he was expelled from Etobicoke School of the Arts because of his rebellious behavior. To release his emotional pressure, he discovered an intense passion for ice hockey, becoming an outstanding goalkeeper nicknamed The Wall, and once dreaming of playing for the Canadian national team. Alongside sports, stage acting began to take root and became an important emotional anchor that helped him regain confidence. His decision to pursue a professional artistic career became a reality through a daring journey at the age of 22. In 1986, Keanu Reeves drove alone in an old car packed with personal belongings across thousands of miles from Toronto to Los Angeles in search of an opportunity in the movie capital. With early support from his former stepfather director Paul Aaron, the actor began receiving his first small roles, including a supporting part in the sports film Youngblood, released that same year. His persistence and natural acting ability quickly attracted the attention of Hollywood producers. The major breakthrough that brought the actor into the spotlight came in 1989 with the science fiction comedy Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. The film achieved tremendous box office success, turning the character Ted Logan into a popular cultural icon among young audiences of the period, and establishing the actor as a promising teenage star. After enduring a wounded childhood and learning independence at an early age, he developed resilience and a contemplative view of fame. Every experience, from an emotionally deprived childhood to the rises and falls of his career, helped shape the humility and determination of the Hollywood star. That strength allowed him to understand the value of peace and later to protect a sincere and liberating love with the kindred partner beside him today. Growing up amidst constant relocation and fractured familial security taught him the necessity of inner fortitude from a very early age. Rather than allowing early abandonment and educational struggles to define his potential, he channeled those vulnerabilities into an exceptional capacity for empathy and artistic expression. As he entered the demanding landscape of major cinematic productions, the erratic nature of fame constantly tested his emotional balance. He witnessed firsthand how quickly public adoration could turn into overwhelming isolation, prompting him to maintain a disciplined boundary between his public persona and his private self. Throughout decades spent in the international spotlight, he consistently prioritized personal integrity over superficial industry validation. The profound personal losses he endured along the way further deepened his appreciation for quiet, meaningful connection, making him acutely aware of how fleeting material success truly is. When professional setbacks threatened to derail his trajectory, he responded not with bitterness or grandstanding, but with silent persistence and an unyielding commitment to his craft. This unwavering work ethic eventually paved the way for remarkable artistic reinventions, earning him the enduring respect of both peers and global audiences. His relationship with his current partner represents the culmination of a lifelong journey toward genuine emotional sanctuary. Built upon a foundation of shared creative passion, intellectual alignment, and mutual reverence, their bond thrives entirely outside the conventional expectations of celebrity culture. They cultivate a quiet environment where artistic freedom and personal autonomy are celebrated equally, allowing both individuals to flourish without needing to conform to external pressures. By choosing to live authentically and protect what matters most, he demonstrates that true fulfillment lies in quiet devotion, mutual respect, and the gentle beauty of a shared life. Keanu Reeves's journey through the storms of life and Alexandra Grant's courageous public words once again prove that after the age of 50, genuine love does not require glamorous titles or a marriage certificate to make it legitimate. Understanding respect for freedom and the peace of being together form the strongest commitment against every pressure Hollywood can impose. Should you feel moved by and appreciative of this deeply humane perspective on the couple's love, support the channel by pressing like, sharing the video, and selecting subscribe together with the notification bell, so you do not miss the next in-depth stories. Leave a comment below and share your thoughts on the meaning of genuine happiness. Thank you for watching. Goodbye, and see you again in the next videos.